said, we must be ready to allow ourselves to be interrupted by God.
Yes.
You hear what that preacher Bonhoeffer said? He was a preacher over in Germany. So he decided to see the evilness of these world, to see the evilness of atrocity. God has called us to do something.
Yes, he has.
Are you getting this?
Amen.
Catch this in the spirit. This beautiful nation that we're in, we have a constitution, don't we? 27 amendments, right? And if you have a piece of paper, if you take some scissors, if you start cutting little pieces out, little pieces out, little pieces out, little pieces out, and then before you have nothing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You have no.
God has called us to stand up. We have rights and freedom now in this country. As I'm gonna say it. As conservative, as Christians,
Yes,
you know, we have to stand up.
we do.
We have to stand up against evil. We have to stand up against injustice.
Yes, sir.
But we have to do it. We have to do it by the Bible.
Yes.
We have to fight against these things, because if we don't fight against them, if we as a church don't fight against them, we will no longer have no rights. Are you listening? We will no longer have no rights.
Come on, it's so true.
We will no longer have no rights. So whatever is wrong,
Yes.
they take and they try to pass a policy to make it right. God holds us. God says we as Christians, we as believers, we have to stand up and give an account. We have to stand up and speak. We have to stand up and be a mouth. We have to stand up and say something.
Amen.
Because if not, they're gonna slowly strip the rights. So it's happening everywhere else.
Yes.
They will rip this Constitution apart. And we don't stand up and say nothing.
We have to.
Through our politicians,
That's right.
through a church. That's what the German people did. The church in the Germany, they said, oh, well, you know, it's not bothering us. It's not bothering us. Before they knew it, Adolf Hitler ran wild, didn't he?
That's right. Took away everything.
Ran wild.
Yes.
So we as a church, we have been called to stand up and proclaim the gospel. We have been called to stand up and stand on this Constitution.
Yes, sir.
Before we have no more rights. Like I said, a piece of paper. As long as you take a little piece here, a little piece there, a little piece there, a little piece there, and before you know it's nothing.
Yes.
It's
Come on
nothing. We are called to be courageous, yeah. We are called to be courageous as God's mouthpiece.
now. Mm-hmm. Yes.
If we sit here with our mouths zipped, we sit here with our mouths closed, and when they come to close the churches up, and God will say, well, what's going on?
Yeah. Come on now.
Good men and women of God, if they don't open up their mouth and say anything, stand up against, here man, I'm going to say it like I'm going to say it. You know, there's a difference between woke and to wake up.
Yes.
Listening to me. This generation that's talking about woke, that's nothing but demonic. Did you catch
That's
that?
demonic.
When Jesus told the disciples, he said, pray and watch and pray. So you don't fall into temptation. We are called to pray and we are called to watch what's going on. And we not only just called to watch, we not only just called to pray, but we called to open up our mouths and do something.
Yes.
We called to open up our mouths and stand up.
Yes, sir.
If not, you have a generation that's running around hollering about something woke. Woke to what? Woke to a bunch of nonsense? Woke to a bunch of stuff that's not biblically sound? God calls us to wake up. W-A-K-E, not W-O-K-E. There's a big difference. And the revival has to start in us as individuals. First of all.
Yes, it does.
Once the revival starts as individuals, then it'll start in the church. But it has to start in individuals. It has to start in us. We have to wake up.
Yes.
Say, hold on. Because if we don't wake up, and then it'll be too late. Just like when the German people finally did wake up, when the church finally did wake up, they said, wow, evil is running wild. You know,
Yes.
we held accountable for this stuff.
Yes.
You know,
Yes, sir.
our Constitution, people died for this great nation.
Yes.
People died, so we had the rights to now to open up our mouth. We had the freedom as a church, as a body, as a members of believers to say something.
Yes,
You know,
indeed.
as individuals, but as a body of believers. God has given us the right.
Amen.